Fly ball, left field, it's deep. And it is gone!
Hey guys, and welcome to finally show number 1 of the UK Phillies TV show. And welcome to my makeshift little studio. Absolute no expenses spared. We've got a little Brad Lidge 2008 bobblehead, Game of Thrones fanatic bobblehead, kindly sent to me by fans in America. Bat and ball, glove, Topps Plains cards, flags. Hey, even a Rhys Hoskins home run head. Yes, we've got it all. No expenses spared. This is hopefully going to be the first show of many, so thank you for watching and enjoy. Oh, we've lost Nola. Nola's straight on the IL list. That's a great start to the show. So yeah, hopefully it's the first show of many. It's a fans show. It's nothing professional. It's pretty raw. I've not done anything like this before, so this is all new to me as well. But I just thought, look, I've seen nothing like this in the UK. There's probably stuff like this in America, but I'm just trying to bridge that gap between the two and bring the fans together from all over, hopefully all over the world. That's the aim, and I'm hoping to get as many of you guys on the show as possible, either via Twitter or Facebook or video, Skype, however we can do it. Let's get all the fans on, because this is a fan show and it's all about you guys and for you guys. So welcome to episode number 1. Here we go. The season. Oh, we've lost Nola. We've lost Hoskins. Great start. They've gone straight on the IL. So let's start with the news that Aaron Nola, our ace, our Cy Young candidate, Aaron Nola, will be starting on the opening day against the Braves on March the 28th, 7 o'clock UK time. He will take to the mound at a packed, rocking Citizens Bank Park against the Braves, and we all cannot wait. Not only that, Bryce Harper, today's the day, Bryce Harper goes on to the DH and will take his first at-bats in spring training for the Phillies, so we'll be all watching that, I have no doubt. And I know it's spring training and their expectations, but it would be fun to see him crush one out the park early on, wouldn't it? But hey Bryce, no pressure, no pressure. It's only spring training. So here we go. Bryce Harper's a Philly. He signed just over a week ago. It feels like a long time ago already. This time last week he was getting ready to do his press conference. Man, that's flown by, and he hasn't even done anything. He's just sold shirts and signed autographs and done a few BPs. You know, he hasn't done much, and it already feels like he's been with us forever. But man, over 100 days since the off-season began as the Bryce Harper saga been going on. And man, it felt like a where were you moment when Harper signed. It was momentous, and I'm not gonna lie guys, and I'm sorry, I sort of cashed out 2 days earlier. It broke me. Heyman broke me. Twitter broke me. I was so positive all off season. All off season. Harper's coming. Boras is using Heyman to get the word, to stir up negotiations. It's all mind games. It's all agent games. I was adamant all the time that Harper was coming until the Monday before. I listened to the SB Nation podcast with John Stolnis and Justin, and you know, just hearing Justin was John was slightly down. That's the first time I've heard John Stolnis slightly down about it all, and I was thinking, oh no, yeah, if he's down, oh no, it's all going to go wrong. He's going to the Giants. He's going to the Giants. It was just report after report, Twitter after tweet that he's going to the Giants. I'm in a UK WhatsApp group with all the UK accounts, or most of the UK accounts, and I was going to the UK Giants fan. Look, he's yours. Harper's yours. He's not coming to us. Forget it. Forget it. I wasn't that whole, oh, I don't want him anyway, because I love the guy. I want him here, but it was for my own good. It's my own sanity that I was releasing all hope, because hope, it's a hope that kills you, right? And I was getting all that hope to the UK Giants fan, going, he's yours, he's yours. So when that news would eventually break that, oh, Harper's gone to the Giants or to the Dodgers, I'd be fine. I got rid of that hope ages ago. Didn't expect it. I don't care. He's gone. I didn't expect it. I came to that realization a long time ago. Blah blah. So I cashed out. Nothing expected. Even on the day, wasn't it Todd Zelecki who went on to Whip and said, look, he's hearing that Bryce is going to the Giants as well, and he believes he's going to the Giants. So, and I'm over it at that point. I muted John Heyman. I muted John Heyman. You know, he broke me. He got to me. It was it. It was it. And that was done. And then, 7:45 UK time on Thursday evening, the 4 magic words. Bryce to the Phillies. Heyman tweets. And I'm not going to lie, I didn't believe it. And I didn't even know on Twitter. I found out on that WhatsApp group from the UK Braves fans said, WhatsApp saying, Bryce to the Phillies, Heyman breaks. And I remember putting like, oh, shut up, you know, don't want to hear it, don't start this again, you know, a lot of banter on that group, I don't want to hear it. And he goes, no, in all in capitals, no, serious. And I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, I'm not in the mood for this. And then he screen grabs it onto the group, and straight away, it's like, oh no, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, stay calm, stay calm. Stay calm. It's Heyman. I've muted Heyman, so I didn't see this coming. I need more clarification. And all of a sudden, all that hope that I got rid of was starting to come back into me like a tidal wave, and wave after wave, and I'm trying to keep my feet on the ground, trying not to believe it. I need Jim Salisbury. I need Bob Nightingale. Or Ken? Where's Ken? Ken, tweet something. Somebody say something else on Twitter other than John Heyman. And then, bang, Ken tweets it, Jim tweets it, bang, Bryce is going to the Phillies. Cue absolute hysteria in this household. Man, I was going crazy. My fiance was making dinner downstairs, I ran downstairs, I literally picked her up and threw her around the room, hugging her. I was banging pots and pans, I was going crazy. She had this bemused look on her face of, now what's he doing? Because, you know, that's how I normally act. And, you know, and it was just hysteria. It's happened. It finally happened. Bryce Harper is a Philly. And all of a sudden, the whole mood of the off-season just changed like that. It was incredible. And don't get me wrong, the off-season had been good so far. We had made really good acquisitions. Real Muto, McCutcheon, Robertson, Segura, really good. Not only improving the team, but really taking us to a good level. But Harper takes us from that 83, 84 winning team, thinking, going into the year thinking possible wild card, maybe, to, damn, if we get it right, we can get 90 wins here. 90 wins plus, if it clicks. We can win this division. We can go deep into the postseason here, especially if we make some good trades towards the trade deadline, you know, and really go for it even more, depending on what position we're in. You know, it's mind-blowing. You know, we're going into a year now where we think we can win the division. You know, we have every chance. It changed the whole complexion. And then news starts to break. 13 years. And straight away thinking, oh, that's quite a long time. What's the money involved? £330 million. A lot of money, right? Yes, a lot of money. May not see out his full contract. Yes, he wins 1 or 2 World Series with us. Who really cares? You know, even if you get 8 good years out of him, if we've won 2 World Series in that time, I think we'll let him slide with the rest of his contract. But, you know, this average, he's on £25 million a year, annual average salary value. Which means, you know, that's less, by the way, than Greinke, Price, we've got Verlander, Trout, Cespedes, Scherzer, Machado, all on higher annual value. Now that leaves room, importantly, to sign Rhys Hoskins onto a bigger contract, because no doubt if Rhys Hoskins starts the season hot, which I think he will, there's going to be a bit of pressure there for the Phillies to put Hoskins onto a bigger contract. If he has a good year, it's going to have to be looked at. They did a great job with Aaron Nola in the off-season. My word, that is another great contract that we did. It leaves us room for some more free agents at the moment. Now, let's see if we can get Keuchel in on a short deal. I don't want him on 5 years. Let's get him on 2, 3 years. Let's stick to that. Let's not move on that one. Let's not move. Trout, who knows? Let's get there first. I'm not into this whole Trout history at the moment. I know the calling cards are out, but I just want to enjoy these 2 years with this team and see what this team can do before we get to the whole Trout 2021 off-season. You know, this one was bad enough. I need 2 years to recover from this off-season, let alone getting into that one. It's going to be double what we've just gone through. If Trout goes into free agency. But it's a really good contract. It really goes in our favour. It really helps us. It's a team-friendly contract. So, you know, I didn't sleep much that night. Did you guys sleep much that night? I know I certainly didn't. You know, and then you wake up next morning, oh, it's actually happening. You know, no opt-outs, you know, no trade clauses. He's in. He wants to build a legacy here. So we wait for Saturday and the press conference, and man, I fell in love with the guy straight away. I ain't gonna lie, I've not really heard the guy talk before. I've not really heard him say anything. I just know Harper from over here as a big home run hitter. Nationals is all about Bryce Harper, the man, the beard, the hair, the home runs, you know, and I don't know anything about him apart from that. So hearing him in the press conference was really, really refreshing. And straight away, in that press conference, I don't know about you guys, but he wasn't the guy that was portrayed by some of the salty National fans and some of the media beforehand, right? So straight away, I fell in love with the guy, you know, straight away, respecting to Halliday's number, 34. Halliday should be the last guy to wear 34. Straight away, yes. Yes, Bryce. Straight away. And then, not only that, he then said that he wanted number 7, but it's Franco's number. You know, Franco has every right to wear that number the whole season. He didn't want to ask him out of respect for his teammate. Straight away, you're thinking, yeah, really, yeah, what a good point. He could have come in here and goes, look, I can't have 34. I want number 7. I'm Bryce Harper. No, that's not how he was at all. That's how some of the media betrayed him. Bit of an ego, bit of a Mr. It's all about me. But straight away, no, it wasn't like that at all. So he's gone for number 3. And then he comes out and puts a little calling card out to Mike Trout in the press conference. Oh, a certain free agent will drop in 2021. Love to be joined by that certain person. I'm like, whoa, yes, Bryce, yes, let's put the pressure on the Angels to give him that contract or make him go on free agency early on. I like it, Bryce, I like it. He never wanted a short-term contract. He never wanted opt-outs. Hold on a minute. The whole of Twitter and the Knowles were saying, oh, he's wanting opt-outs, the whole contract stuttering, it's all to do with opt-outs. He didn't want that at all, did he? He wanted somewhere where he can put his roots in for him and his family to build a legacy, and Philadelphia was the one that gave him the best option, you know, and he was really nice about the city, about how he wants to win World Series, how he wants to be MVP every year. He wants to be Mr. Philadelphia, you know, and straight away I was watching that press conference and I was just falling in love with the guy. You know, he just seemed really softly spoken. I didn't expect him to sound so softly spoken as well. And he seemed really genuine, really sincere, and a real people's person. He's like the sort of guy that you want to go down the pub with and have a pint with. You know, he's really, really cool. You know, and Bryce, if you're ever in the UK, hit me up, man. I'd love to go for you with a pint. And you can see why. Bryce Harper and Rhys Hoskins are really, really good friends. And I'm looking forward to watching that friendship blossom as well. But yeah, man, Bryce Harper, fantastic. He will start today on the DH, like I said earlier on. I can't wait just to see him in a Phillies uniform, taking some at-bats. It's going to be a really, really exciting year with Bryce Harper. You know, and I cannot wait. And my Harper t-shirt is in the post as we speak, on its way here now. I'm like a kid on Christmas morning when that t-shirt arrives. I don't think I'm ever going to take it off. You know, record sales in sports for Bryce Harper's jersey and t-shirts. Unbelievable money being involved. And guys, picture it now. Opening night. Packed, rocking, Citizens Bank Park. And Bryce Harper walks out for the first time for his first at-bat. Just imagine the noise. Imagine the noise, the atmosphere, the buzz it's going to be when Bryce Harper walks out for that opening bat on opening night. I'm getting goosebumps already. I'm going to have my TV on loud as it will go because I cannot wait. And everybody going who's watching this, make as much noise as you can for me, let alone yourselves, please. I cannot wait. Hey, it wasn't just Harper we got in the off-season. Let's go through some of the deals. So we've got Jean Segura. It started December 2018. Jean Segura, 5 years, $70 million. Also, we got Nicosia and Pazos in that deal. Santana and Crawford went the way. It's a shame for Crawford it hasn't worked out for him. I hoped so much that Crawford coming up would break through, and I think he was hindered by injuries, obviously, but I think he sort of showed some potential that he was starting to get used to being in the majors. He was starting to ease his way in, and I think in possibly a year or two he could have actually broken out, but Jean Segura is a big upgrade, no doubt about it. You know, he was brilliant at the D-backs, brilliant at the Mariners. He's consistent, he gets on base, he's got a bit of speed behind him. Exactly what we need. May not lead off in the lineup, will be second, maybe 6th, 7th, 8th, around there, but a brilliant signing. Santana, it didn't work out as we hoped, did it? It didn't go the way we hoped, and now he's gone back to the Indians, in fact. And good luck to Carlos and JP. But Santana, sort of, this experiment that didn't work. Hey, we tried it, we went for it, tried it, didn't work, but in the plus side of that as well, Rhys Hoskins returns to first base. That is a very important move as well. And then in the winter meetings, McCutcheon, 3 years, $50 million. Yeah, a lot of money, but McCutcheon brings that experience. He's a good leadoff hitter as well. He was very, very good for the Yankees leading off. He's a very, very good hitter. Okay, it's a lot of money, but as I've said earlier on, and I said before, if he's winning the championships and being part of a World Series team and contributing to the team, and it's money well spent. You don't think about that money, do you, at the time? Good dressing room guy. He's a great character. I think he's going to help the youngsters a lot as well. A very, very good signing, as well as David Robertson. Sorry. Now, that's another good signing. A great bullpen piece. We have a good bullpen this year. We have a really good bullpen. Dominguez, Neresif on form. Dominguez, Robertson, Nishak, let's not give up on Nishak just yet as well. There's other names, Morgan, Vince if we moved in there. You know, we have a good, solid bullpen. And Robertson, again, is a very, very good acquisition to that bullpen. And then JT Realmuto, I was absolutely buzzing after this trade. At first, I wasn't sure. Alfaro, I am a fan of. Look, he's young. I know his defense wasn't good, but he was young enough to improve and learn on that. Now, his arm was phenomenal. I just loved watching him tagging out so many Steelers. I loved his pop. His pop was good. He was built like a beast, wasn't he? You know, for his size, he could move, he could hustle. And I liked the way he played the game, and I just felt that he could have had a potential breakout year next year. And you know, Sixto Sanchez, our biggest prospect, also going the other way. It's a prospect. We don't know how prospects are going to turn out. You never know how prospects are going to turn out. So that one I wasn't so fussed about. But JT Realmuto on a 2-year deal. Now, with the Harper deal, we do have money, a lot of money left over to extend that Realmuto deal if it goes well. But I cannot wait to see the best catcher in baseball at the Phillies. Great experience behind the plate, great defense added again by the Phillies, and it's all going to help the cause, and it's going to help the pitchers as well. Right guys, just before we get to the season preview with two other UK Phillies fans that Passyunk did earlier on, let's quickly go to predictions. So I asked you guys on Twitter and on Facebook for your predictions, your win predictions for this season coming. So we had a total of 551 votes, and 4% voted for between 80 and 83 wins. Thank you for the rest of the NLE's votes for that. Nationals, Braves and Mets fans. 8% of you said 84, 86 wins. 28% of you said 87 to 89 wins. And 60% of you said 90 plus wins. Yow! Just some of the comments from you guys as well. Jonathan Young reckons 92 wins. Lauren Linaralo says 92. We made some huge offense progress and the bullpen is solid with our 8 to 9 to hold leads. I think people are looking too much at individual players and not what this team would accomplish collectively. Good point. I agree with that. Jackie Brody says all of the off-season moves improved the team significantly. While I don't like the length of the Harper deal, it's undeniable that it ups the odds of the Phillies going deep into the playoffs. Yeah, it does. Marlins UK, Marlins UK sticking with 86 wins. We'll see. We'll see. Jeffrey Branch, my prediction is 91 wins easy. T Fanatic says about Park is about to return to 2010 levels of chaos. Oh, and I'm going to be there for the Red Series, and I'm praying it's going to be. I'm with you. Birdfan99 says, as with any other team in any season, a lot depends on the health of the key players. But with that being said, this team should win 90+ wins this year, easy, in what should be a tough NL East. 90+ wins, man. I'm hoping. Individual671 says, trying to be real in my exuberance and be happy with 85 progress. I was like that still on the day we signed Harper. I'm like a Phillies fan. I've only ever seen the dark days, so I was trying to ease in my exuberance as well. But somewhat disappointed we didn't hit 90 wins. Yeah, I would be now as well. I'm on the 90+ win camp, I think. So yeah, brilliant. That's what you guys had to say. As you may have seen already, last week at Passyunk Avenue in London, I recorded the season previews with Marlins, Braves, Mets and Nationals fans. And today, it's the turn of the Phillies. I was joined by 2 UK Phillies fans who had literally travelled hours of the other side of the country to be in London to join me for this. So thank you to Rob Camp, who had travelled from Cornwall to come to London for the weekend and join me, and Ryan Owen, who travelled all the way from the northwest in the Lake District, which both these guys did about a 4.5–5 hour drive to get to London. Ryan Owen runs a Rototrix site in the UK. He's big on his fantasy baseball. He is big on his stats. Man, this guy watches baseball in a whole different way to what I do, but it is fascinating to get his thoughts and opinions and predictions on the season ahead. So this is the Phillies season preview at Passyunk with myself, Rob and Ryan. Enjoy. Here we go then. This is what you've all tuned in for, the Phillies preview. I'm joined by Ryan.
Hello.
And by Rob. I knew that, Rob. I knew that. That's a new name. Where can we find you both on Twitter?
Okay, you can find me at Rototrix, which is my fantasy baseball site, Dave.
And we'll do a bit of that later on.
Okay. I'm not really on Twitter. I don't use Twitter.
It don't matter.
So.
It don't matter.
Actually, you find me on the UK Phillies group.
Yes! That's the promotion
He's sensible. He's got a live. We haven't, Dave.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it does do that. Yeah, Mrs. will agree with that as well. Yeah. Right, boys. How did you become Philly fans? Start with you, Ryan.
Actually, I watched the NFL before baseball, and the Eagles were playing the Patriots early on in the Super Bowl. And me being me, I thought I'll support an underdog. They got absolutely trounced in the end. Tom Brady did very well years ago, the first one.
Yeah, I was going to say,
and history has been kind to us since. So I'm glad that chose them. Now I'm a Phillies fan.
Absolutely. And do you go over much?
I try as best as I can to get over.
I know you've got a few trips lined up this year.
Yes, I'll be in Philly early on for a game against the Atlanta Braves, a win against the Atlanta Braves, and then we will be in California for the San Diego, LA
And I believe there's a couple of UK Philly fans out there for that. Jonathan, wasn't there another one out there for that one?
David, I believe, a Crystal Palace fan, correct?
Yeah. Don't put that in there. Let that out. Yeah, so are you going to meet up with the guys while you're out there?
Absolutely, yeah, we're going to all meet up.
Brilliant. And yourself, Rob? How did you get to the Phillies?
Was it ESPN? They're responsible. They took over from Satanta Sports back in 2009. And I just turned it on, something to watch while I was eating my dinner. And so I wanted to see this team from Philadelphia playing, and there's this guy Pedro Martinez pitching for them. And I was just a bit dumbfounded how they couldn't hit anything. He's at the end of his career, but he was just throwing his blinder against the Mets. And that just got me engrossed, I think.
So that's brilliant. You actually watched a game over here just by chance and just
wanted to
through that.
figure it out, sit down, watch it with dinner. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah. Fantastic. Right, let's go through 2018 as quickly as possible. 80 wins. Man, it was looking good, wasn't it? It was looking good until the final 6 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty good season, really. I think
it wasn't overall. We were still well up on 2017. And that's a positive I can take from that. But I think if it'd been the other way and we started terribly and finished well, it would have been a completely different buzz, wouldn't it? But the fact that we dared to dream. We dared to dream.
And you did, Dave. I was perfectly calm the whole way through, thinking there's no way we're going to win the World Series.
I got my hopes up and that hope did kill me. I really thought we were going to win the pennant. I was making plans to go over there for postseason.
You're a dreamer. It's actually a good trade.
Yeah, but it was. But the thing is, I started following the Phillies since 2012. We've had losing seasons every season. The fact that we were there, I let myself go. I ain't gonna lie. Hey,
massive progress from last year, and it was the first Capla's first year. You got a lot of youngsters in that team as well. A lot of foundations were built. We've got pretty much the outs are all the trades we got in at the deadline: Ramos, Cabrera, Bautista, Bohr. It didn't really work out, did it?
No.
They were just filling holes, weren't they? They were just holding positions.
At the time, I thought they were good acquisitions, all of them. I thought, one, they were on really good deals. And Ball's got power.
Bautista's not good.
No, Bautista was a funny one. I think that was just a merry-go-round of Jose Bautista at the time.
I think the front office knew probably as well as I did that the likelihood of them winning the World Series was extremely slim.
Yeah.
So you're not going to make any moves that put you all in and commit you financially for the next 5 or 10 years or whatever. It's not going to happen. They would sort of just pushing the chips in slightly. Let's roll the dice. Oh, it didn't work, no problem. We'll sign the good guys in the off season, no problem.
And wow, we have, haven't we just?
Gone through it.
Gene Segura, you're on base man. I've loved him. I love Segura. Since the D-backs, the Mariners. I've always picked him in the fantasy baseball. He's your on base man. He's got a bit of pace behind him as well. Where would you have him in the lineup, Segura?
Don't know enough about it. See, I was reading a lineup recently that was second.
Second, I would go with. The thing is, the good thing about our lineup is it's fun because you can have it in so many different versatile players.
I think what the Phillies have done, they've signed some guys that can walk a lot. Segura is probably not one of those guys. What Segura does is he makes extremely good contact, very, very good contact, and he keeps his K rate down. He doesn't walk a lot, and so the likelihood is he probably won't be hitting in the top 2 spots. I think Kapler has been brave. He hasn't really had a lot of plaudits, and he's had a lot of people that don't like him because he's a little bit different.
Yes.
But usually when you're different, that means that you're actually onto something ahead of the curve. McCutcheon walks a lot. Harper walks a lot. Hoskins walks a lot. And walking gets you on base for playing baseball.
McCutcheon, lead off for the Yankees, was actually one of the most successful, wasn't he? In terms of lead off hitters.
It's a very good hitter, Dave.
And he's actually quite a shrewd acquisition. I know the deal is a bit more what we all thought, but then if he's part of a post-season team or possibly even a World Series team, then it's money well spent, isn't it? You don't think about the money when you're winning championships and titles, do you?
I said earlier, they had McCutcheon, Brantley or Pollock were pretty much the options on free agent outfielders. McCutcheon plays 500 plate appearances every single season. He doesn't get hurt. Pollock's hurt all the time, Brantley's hurt all the time. That played a big role in the Phillies saying, you're going to be the guy.
And he's an experienced dressing room guy as well.
Exactly.
You know, he's going to be perfect for the youngsters. Real Muto, man, I was buzzing after that signing. What a trade. What a fantastic catcher. Best in the business. I was gutted we lost Alfaro, and I was a big fan of Alfaro and Sanchez. But again, if these guys bring home championships,
yeah. I mean, you're more sentimental than me, Dave. You grow attached to these players.
I did.
You love these guys. I see the statistics and I go, actually, it strikes out way too much. See you, you're off to Miami.
I know his defense wasn't. Alfaro's defense wasn't good, but he was young enough to learn, and his arm. Yeah, he got so many people caught stealing, and his power. He's got put, and he can run. Oh.
We're taking Ray Almuto over Alfaro, though, right?
Yeah, Alfaro.
Okay, thank you.
And then Bryce, you know, what a good deal. I know it's 13 years, but the average, we've now got room to put Hoskins on a big contract if needed. Trout, if it comes, if.
He's dreaming again. Rob, what do you think about Bryce Harper, mate?
I think it looked like a good deal. He's glued to the team for 13 years. It's not just that there's no trade clause.
No trade clause, no opt-outs.
No opt-outs, so he's absolutely agreed. And I kind of thought like the average annual value is good. As you say, there's that flexibility there, isn't there? I kind of thought, and this thought came into my head yesterday. I was thinking about it. It's like, what sort of, is he the sort of guy who's going to want to say over how the team gets formed? Like he's been saying, I'm going to recruit these players. It's like, does this then start playing into some problems down the line with managers or other players not liking what's going on?
Someone mentioned earlier,
and I kind of feel like I think it's great. I think it's great. His press conference yesterday, mate, he could not
nailed it.
Yeah, he just like everybody fell in love with him there. I think so. I
think straight away was a thing. He nailed every cliche. He covered all the bases.
You know, for me, Dave, he could have said, "I hate Philly and I love Washington, but I'm signing with you and I'm going to give you all these walks, 40 home runs a season. I'm going to steal 10." I said, "Thank you very much. No problem. Come and win a World Series." You know, all of this nonsense about he hates Philly. That's absolutely fine. That's fine. In fact, if you do, Bryce, it's not a problem, mate. You can be honest about it. Win us a World Series. You can hate Philly. We'll love you. Not a problem. Not a problem.
True. It's all about the parade. It's all about the World Series trophy. If he's doing that, I generally think he's genuine when he says he's here for the long run. He loves Philly, and Philly's a city for him, you know.
Philly just gave him $330 million.
Yeah, but,
he loves Philly.
I mean, the ego he has, he wants to be the pin-up guy. He wants to have a legacy, and Philly is the place. And it's got, he's quite bullish. South Philly loves that about about players. I think Harper and Philly is a great match in just terms of that alone.
I know there's some players on the team at the moment, like Hoskins and Arietta and Nola, who are just going to buzz off for that, aren't they? Certain players,
absolutely. And even the youngsters as well.
On and really want to compete.
Just imagine you're in a farm system and you see all these players in there now. You want to play in that team. Yeah. It's going to drive them on.
Yeah.
Really excited about this.
Surely going to be few errors now in that team. Of course. And it's going to benefit Arietta because errors killed Arietta last year. And even called play. I remember him calling Scott Kingery out, didn't he? In his frustration halfway through the year of just, guys, back me up. And now Segura, Hoskins, Franco's not a bad third baseman.
No, they'll be fine. That does make a huge difference. You look at Nick Pivetta, who has fantastic strikeout stuff, great curveball, and he had an ERA up near 5 last season. It was nonsense because the ball's in play so often. The defense really did let that guy down last season, and he wasn't the only one. That will help.
Nick Pivetta, some are saying breakout season for him. Can you see it with the stats as well? Breakout year?
Am I giving you my fantasy stats?
No, I'm asking for stats. We'll get to that. Vince, are you convinced that Vince is a starter? Do you think he should be more of a bullpen player? Do you think we should go out and get another start on free agency and then move Vince to the bullpen?
It depends on the cost. I'm quite frugal with my own money, so if I had $330 million to spend, I'd be even more frugal. I wouldn't get Dallas Keuchel on some sort of 7-year deal.
Oh no, I mean, they're going to have to bring their terms. I think Phillies will wait to see if they bring their terms down, especially years.
I think Vince is a very good pitcher. Again, he's got good strikeout stuff. His problem as a starter is he does struggle to get deep into games, and he looks to me like the sort of guy that if he was a middle reliever who came in to sort of do the Colin McHugh 2 innings, I'll strike out 6 guys, see you later, I think that probably would work better.
Yeah, and then you got Robertson, Dominguez, following it.
Bullpen looks pretty healthy, doesn't it?
I really like the bullpen. I think our bullpen's actually one of the stronger bullpens in the division.
Yeah, Robertson's pretty.
Robertson's a really good acquisition.
The whole stuff with like Velasquez, that's probably going to work itself out this year, isn't it? I should think.
Yeah, and you've got to remember they could decide, Rob, to bring guys up from the minors. I know that Adonis Medina, I don't know how we're going to pronounce it. Medina. Very good. I know he's only played at high A, but that's a guy that has the same or very similar pedigree to Sixto Sanchez. So if they want to bring someone up quickly, that's the sort of guy that could come up and help very soon.
And even Neris had a great final few weeks. In fact, it was probably one of the few bright spots in that last 6 weeks when it was the return of Neris. We got Hunter.
I think he's a little hurt already. He looks hurt. Like even when he's healthy, he looks hurt.
I fear for Quinn as an athlete as well. The amount of injuries he gets, he falls over a pebble when he breaks his Achilles. Bless him. I'm gutted for Quinn because he's a brilliant depth player to bring off the bench, and even start in the odd 1 every 4 games. Speed. He's got a bit of pop to him as well as Quinn. I just wish he stayed fit.
The secret weapon of this team for me. People are saying that they've added to the offense. The pitching isn't good enough. The pitching is good enough. The pitching's scary good. People have seen it. It's under the radar because the ERA was high. Forget the ERA. It's the underlying stats that matter. They've got strikeout stuff. Even Zach Eflin. This is a guy that can come in, even if he gives you 5 innings, yes, he can give you 5 quality innings. This is a sneaky good rotation, and perhaps Jake Arrieta is actually the weakest right now. I know I look at it through a fantasy perspective, but I won't be drafting him in fantasy, I'll be telling you right now.
Yeah, nor will I. Yeah, I don't know Arrieta anymore. And even Eichhoff, he can get fit. So I know he's had a setback.
I forgot about him.
But Jared Eichhoff.
Yeah.
Or even if he goes to the bullpen and comes in, works on his fitness, I think we won't lose hope with Eichhoff yet either. And he's still young enough. Projected 89 wins, higher or lower?
I have to say lower, because I just think...
Because of the division?
Yeah, just being realistic, to project someone for 90 wins, you're saying I think you're a bona fide playoff contender. The team can be a bona fide playoff contender. It's not definitely a bona fide playoff contender.
Yeah, I didn't have 90 either.
That's just my opinion, and I am a pessimist. I'm a Leeds United fan. So, yes, Leeds are going to finish 3rd and lose the playoffs.
Rob?
I thought it was a couple lower. I was thinking about this when you were asking everybody else. I think it's going to be like 86, 87. 90, yeah, that's a stretch for it. That's a team that's ready to...
It's got to be 95, isn't it, guys?
Yeah.
It's 95.
102, yeah.
I would love 100. again, for me, like, I've only ever seen us during losing seasons, so the fact we're even discussing 90 wins, to me, blows my mind.
You are, Dave.
I know, it blows my mind just thinking about it. We actually could, even 87 wins.
Be nice.
A pennant. Postseason.
Just good stuff.
It's amazing, it's amazing. Good. Quick thing with you guys. A few more higher and lowers I've got here. 89 was done. Harper, 35 home runs, higher or lower?
Higher. The power plays incredibly well to that porch. He's a left-handed hitter. They knew what they were doing. Higher.
I'm sat in there when I go there for the Reds for 2 games. And have some balls. Higher than 35 home runs for
What
Harper?
did he get last season? How many did he have?
Yeah, that was 34, 35 in the end.
Yeah, probably.
Come on, Brian.
It's the top of my head. Come on, guys.
I think it was 35, 34 in the end he ended with. That, oh, he's gone, isn't he?
The power plays well to that field.
His average 2.67, higher or lower, Harper.
2.67. The average is interesting because actually Bryce Harper does actually struggle to make contact. I mentioned about Gene Segura earlier. Gene Segura makes great contact, doesn't walk as much. Bryce Harper doesn't make great contact, so he has to keep the walks high to keep his on-base percentage high. I'm going to say lower on the average, but don't worry about average. It's not 1975.
The average. Hoskins, 30 home runs, higher or lower?
Higher. The power's ridiculous. In AAA, AA, everyone said Rhys Hoskins looks a bit funny. He's not an elite prospect. He can't do it. If you hit 30 plus home runs every season.
The thing with Hoskins is staying consistent, because he went through patches last year of being mega hot, and then what the ball. And before the injury, he was really struggling, wasn't he? He came back with his double-sided helmet, and he never looked back. And then he went through patches last season of just being a bit nowhere, wasn't he?
Are you superstitious? What is this double-sided helmet thing?
Come on, he was raking.
Was he not wearing his little lapel or something?
He was raking with that two-sided helmet, and then he took it off and he was back to normal.
It's going to help that he has better hitters around him as well, though. Seriously, Dave, because he's going to see better pitches. You can't walk Rhys Hoskins and get to Bryce Harper. It's not a good idea.
You don't even think of that.
No.
Then you got Segura's already on base by that point. Catch, oh, grand slam Hoskins, I can see him. Nola, ERA, 2.97, higher or lower.
What do you think, Rob?
I'll go lower on that, probably. Yeah.
Yes,
He has a season like he did.
Do you think he's have a better season than last season? It's a tough ask.
He did it. Yeah, there's a chance though, because what we do in the fantasy community is we try and look at his underlying metrics and what he's doing to predict it. So yeah, Nola pummels the strike zone consistently. Very good pitcher. It could be better, yeah.
Pavetta, last one. ERA, in fact, it's going to be lower. I've gone for 4, lower than 4, but I think Pavetta's going to be low, mid-3s.
Lower.
3.5s around that way with Pavetta.
Yeah,
lower? Even lower?
I mean,
second in rotation?
Predicting ERAs, you might as well just...
Oh, but it's a game!
Lower, I mean, yeah, 3.5 is fine, but yeah, I can't predict it accurately. I'm not Rain Man.
Predictions for the... Predictions overall. We're going to win the World Series? Yeah, we're doing that. Serious prediction. Do you think this team can make the World Series? Do you think this team can make the World Series?
If the roll's right, then yeah, you know, there's a lot of ifs.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely there is, yeah.
You know, it's a question mark still. No, yeah, I'd like to think get into at least a wild card.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I think the World Series national side will be a team from the NL East.
Potentially, the NL. No, Dave, the NL is very strong. Look in the West, the Dodgers, the Rockies. These are good teams. Look in the Central. There's actually the whole of the Central.
Cardinals.
What, you just
even the Reds. Are
you going like, well, I don't think they're competition, or?
No, I haven't thought about it. I just thought about the East. I got my hopes up. I know you said all that. We're lucky to make the wild card.
Don't listen to me. I'm a pessimist. You're great, mate.
Brought me down. What a way to win.
Flat. It's going to be fun, whatever.
It is going to be fun. It is going to be really, really fun. I can't wait. I really hope all four of us are contented to the end. Just for the thrill of it. And imagine every game from June. Well, every game now means something. I was saying earlier on. Every series between all of our divisional rivals is going to be... The atmosphere is going to be electric. You know, if the Nats fans turn up, you know, there's going to be an electric atmosphere. I think it will when we come to town. But it's just going to be, bring it on. I can't wait. Cannot wait. That opening series against the Braves. You're going to be there. Do some stuff for us, will you?
Yeah, third game. So I don't know. I'm going to get third in the rotation. Maybe like Nick Pavetta, hopefully. So we'll see. Yeah, no, it's going to be good.
It's going to be. It is. That's the Phillies wrapped up. That's everyone wrapped up. We'll get everyone in to do some prediction. What time is it?
By the way, Bryce Harper finished on 34 home runs.
34. Why didn't you say that during?
Because I had to check.
You Googled it yourself.
Yeah.
Well, we're still recording. So.
Yes,
34 home runs for Harper. He'll smash 45 this year.
You can hit 54 with the Nationals. You should hit more than you.
Exactly. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Good. Phillies. Well, that's all the season previews. I hope you've enjoyed them. The other season previews are on the YouTube channel from earlier on in the week. Thank you to everybody again who came down from all over the country to come to London. For us UK fans, it's not as if we can go to work or go into a shop and see someone wearing a shirt or baseball cap to discuss baseball. You know, it's only on social media or at events like this that I set in London that we can chat baseball. And I got to the venue half an hour early, about 1:30, and everybody was already there, already tucking into their cheesesteaks and discussing baseball. And it's just fantastic. And you know, hopefully as the sport continues to grow in the UK, that we can go to work and discuss baseball. You know, we can go to the shops and see someone wearing a Blue Jays cap or a Phillies cap or a Mets cap and go, hey, did you see the game last night? You know, it would be awesome, like we can with football over here and other sports. So, you know, it's a growing UK community, and thank you again to everybody who came down last Sunday. It was a cracking day, it really was. One thing I got from talking to the opposing fans is that, one, we all don't know how this division is going to work out. We all haven't got a clue who is going to top this division or how this is going to play out, but that adds to the excitement of it, no doubt about it. But one thing else I got is that, and talking to people on Twitter, is that people seem to be underestimating our pitches, our rotation, and seem to be sleeping on it. And it really fascinates me that, am I the only one thinking that this rotation is damn good? So I went to Twitter and Facebook and asked you guys back on Twitter and Facebook what you guys thought of the rotation. So we have Phil in the Foe at Pavetta. Hi, Pavetta will break out and finish top 10 in the Cy Young voting. Oh, that's a bold prediction. I like that. Velasquez could be in the pen, but we already have so many average relievers at worst. Plus, prospects could be used there this year, like Edgar Garcia or even Medina. Still think they had a starter at some point now. Yep, I agree, I think we will. Jack Gorman says, I'm hoping it's safe to assume we'll be scoring more runs this year, which would take the pressure off the pitchers massively. Wouldn't be against picking up a free agent, but it's starter or further relief help. Don't think it's that imperative. Eflin, weak link for me. That's interesting. Mark Nash says, I wouldn't trust Vince, but who do you bring in the rotation instead? Like we said, possibly another free agent. Possibly Eflin if he gets better. And don't forget Jared Eichhoff. He could come back. David Schaefer says, Phillies rotation still in need of a left-handed starter.
Have they pursued Dallas Keuchel? Yes, they have, as we know. John Polar says, I'm excited to see what Eichhoff brings to the table. Most people forget he was actually higher ranked than Nola a few years back. I think he can be a very solid number 3 in the rotation if healthy. That would make for a tough decision. Yes, it would. But can you imagine a good, healthy Eichhoff with a good Pavetta, a great Arrieta, and a fantastic Nola? Yes, I can. Michael Parton, Phillies 2018, terrible defence, 21st runs, yet challenge for the NL East all year almost. Nobody should underestimate the Phillies pitching will be even better this year. Amen. Amen it will. Dr. Phil says Nola top 5 in the Cy Young voting. Eflin breaks out. Like it, like it. To be honest, as I hit in the video I sent you, I'm not sold on the Phillies rotation being solid enough top to bottom to win multiple playoff series. I think the revamped offense and BP will cover this season in the regular season to win the division. 2, Nola for sure a Cy Young candidate, and my hope is that an injury-free Arrieta reclaims his number 2-ness. The rest in Pavetta, Vince Velasquez, Eflin and Eichhoff is up in the air for me at this point. Vince Velasquez may very well be in a good swingman between start and long pen work. Brian Baller says package Vince and Nick Williams in a trade for a lefty starter pitcher. There's a couple in that trade Vince camp there. We've got Jeffrey Branch says I don't trust Vinny. Who's the wink link. He's too damn inconsistent and rarely goes longer than 4 innings. I say bring in Dallas Keuchel with a 2-year deal, then send Velasquez to the bullpen. Yeah, I'm with that one. I think that's what I would like to happen. Birdsfan 99, a Cy Young candidate in Nola, a healthy Arrieta, and 3 right-handed starters with a boatload of potential have the rotation looking pretty good. But as we saw last year, 3, 4 and 5 struggle with consistency. A short-term deal for Keuchel would make me feel a lot better. Yeah, a lot of people now want this Keuchel deal to come through, I think. This is an interesting one. John Berger says trade one of the spare off OFs and prospect... Sorry, I'll start that one again. He said trade one of the spare OFs and a prospect for Robbie Ray. I want a lefty with good stuff, not Keuchel though. Well, that's interesting. Robbie Ray, yeah, I'd like Robbie Ray. Robbie is a good addition. Tom says, I think Arrieta is going to have a very good season. A 17-win, 3.40 ERA type season. I think De Los Santos could be a decent number 5. Yeah, interesting to see if De Los Santos does come up or not. May get some bullpen work. Who knows? Who knows later in the year. Hugh Atkinson says, Nola, Arrieta, Gio Gonzalez on a 1-year, £13 million deal per veteran Vince Velasquez. I'm not in the Gio camp. I do not want Gio at the Phillies. I don't think Gio does it in the big games. Or in the high pressure moments. I'm not on board with the Gio to the Phillies boat. Lauren Muller says Zach Eflin rocks. What else we got? Billy Gilmore. From what I see of Pavetta, I think we are going to have a very exciting season of baseball at the bank. Amen to that. Quickly on Facebook, Patrick Schilling says on the Philadelphia Phillies UK Facebook page, Vince to the BP has always been an option. Pavetta has stuff to be a starter. He just has to put it all together because you can't teach someone to get pitchers to move like he can. But then Vince has multiple games last year of carrying no hitters or 1 or 2 hitters into the 5th or 6th inning. Vince does show potential, but in short spouts. I think Vince coming out the bullpen would actually be pretty lethal. Jonathan Young agreed with that point. The issue with both Nick Pavetta and Vince is that they both have dominating stuff in certain innings and then look like giving up bunches of hits in another inning. Inconsistency, basically. I think Nick has the potential to become a 2-3 starter. He just needs to be more consistent. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Marcus Lopez says just start Nola every 4 games. Hey, if we had 4 Nolas, and man, we'd be looking at 80, 95, 100 wins. Paul Convey says, I think that Arrieta will be more dominant this season as well as Pavetta being strong and showing his potential. I reckon it's all going to come from the confidence of knowing that they have the field with them and at bat. Nola will be Nola and contest for the Cy Young again. Many of you now really on board with the Nola contesting for Cy Young again. Marcus Lopez says, okay, seriously now, I'd like to move Vince to the bullpen and use Eichhoff on the rotation. I believe Nola, Arrieta, Pavetta, Eflin, Eichhoff should do the trick. We got to the offense this season, but what trick is that? Is that to win the division or go deep in the off-season? Zach Campbell, Vince is a 5-inning pitcher. He needs to be moved to the pen pen for the best interests. Reminds me of Madsen back in the day. Hoping we can pick up Baumgartner in July. Interesting. Baumgartner hasn't been mentioned too much, but and was sort of muted in the off season that we could be putting a trade package together for him. But I wonder if we'll be after, if Baumgartner has a good start to the year, up to the trade deadline, that we may look at putting a move in for him. And Jim McElhatton says, if I see, it's been a long show. I give Vince this season and see how he goes. He has the potential to be dominant. He does. Pavetta will also improve from what everyone says. I hope so. Arrieta will be dominant. Bank on it. He was hurt last year. Plus, with all the veteran players that they got this year, no way is Jake going to be upstaged by him. He's a Cy Young candidate, Cy Young winner, and has the pride for that to happen. Anyone that don't believe it, just like when Randy Johnson got traded to AZ, know that will contend for the Cy Young again. He's an ace. Yes, he is, and he will be our starter on opening day. Right, guys, we're nearly there. We're nearly at the end of the show. It's been a marathon, and my voice is getting slightly husky. A quick look at the schedule to start the season off with. So we have that opening series against the Atlanta Braves starting the 28th of April, of March. As you can see at the bottom, UK time, 7 o'clock, opening day. UK Braves versus the Phillies. And then Saturday, 8 o'clock UK Philly time. And then ESPN have the Sunday night game. So it's Monday night for us, and it'll be 12:05. A slight bummer there. Washington Nationals, the series then begins on the 3rd. midnight for us, and then the second game is actually at 6:05. 2 games against the Nationals before we then go to the Minnesota Twins at home at the Bank, and then the first month again the Nationals again. So what a month! Nationals twice in 2 months. Then the Miami Marlins, nice early game on the Sunday there. Then the first of the Mets, and then the Rockies, and the Mets, and then the Marlins. So it's quite a hit and miss first month. The UK times are going across the bottom for all those games there. Some early games in there, some late games. Let's get back into that routine of getting up in the morning. The first thing to do is click on the recaps and watch the games back before having breakfast and before going into work. But it's an interesting month, isn't it? What a statement it would be if we could beat the Braves and the Nationals in that first series. The Twins at home, the Twins, we'll get a UK Twins fan on to discuss that series, but I don't know a lot about the Twins, but to me that should be a winnable series. And then the Nationals away. Whew. And then the Nationals come home as well. And then the Marlins, where I said in the preview, we need to win those games against the Marlins. Then the Mets, the Rockies, Arnando's signed on, they're going to be hot. Mets again. Now that is it's an interesting April. It's a very interesting April. It's a bit hard to call at the moment. We don't know. It's all a bit up in the air at the moment, isn't it? But that's a very interesting look in April. Quickly, any other news? Good luck to everybody today in the UK account draft for fantasy baseball. We will have Rhino back on to discuss fantasy baseball and go into some in-depth stats in some later shows, because man, what that guy doesn't know isn't worth knowing. But we've got 20 other UK team accounts. We've got UK Padres, Braves, Nationals, Astros, A's, Yankees, 20 other UK accounts, team accounts, all in today's fantasy baseball draft. There is a lot at stake in this one. There's a lot of banter going on, and I'm out to win it. I ain't not gonna lie, I've never got anywhere near winning a fantasy base before, so if you guys can give me some tips as well throughout the season on how to run this team, let's run it together, guys. Let's beat these. Let's beat the top UK fantasy baseball team, because yeah, this is a hotly contested league. Finally, thank you for watching. I don't think the episode will be as long as this one. It's just a season preview episode with so much to cram into this bumper episode. We're going forward. I'd like any fans in the UK who are going out to America, let me know. I know Ryan Owen, David Lewis and Jonathan Young are all from the UK who will be in LA and San Diego for those series. And guys, if you see them, say hello to them, be nice to them, have a chat with them. They're great guys. But guys, if you're out from the UK to America seeing the games, let me know. Send me some footage. Do some video posts or something and we'll get them onto the show. That would be absolutely fantastic. And if any of you guys have any ideas for the show or any possible little segments we can do, let me know. It's all about you guys. The next episode will be on opening day, which is coming around so quick. So I better start filming for that one as well and get some ideas going. This has taken long enough. But this has been a lot of fun. Guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Please spread the word. Please, guys, get your video predictions in for the season opener show. Just do a short video saying where you are, who you are, it's been a long show. Who you are, where you're from, and your predictions on the season. Send the videos in and I will put it on the opening day show. I think I'm there. That's it. We'll have opening show. We'll have a look at the Brave series and the National series coming up with a Brave and UK fan. We'll get a UK fans to discuss the opening weekend as well. I know Ryan Owen's out for the Brave series. Ryan, do some stuff for us, buddy. That's been the first show. Thank you for watching and see you on opening day. Thank you.